And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, inside Legends here in Boardman for the first time ever. It is the South Range Coaches Corner here in Boardman at Legends Food and Drink. We want to first thank Rick, who's been unbelievable. Can we get a round of applause for Rick for sponsoring the Raiders this year? The Legends.
Thank you, Rick.
Give it up for everybody. The Legends themselves. We're here with Dan Yeagley, Coach. What an unbelievable week. I mean, we talked this time last week about focus. And Struthers, they certainly came prepared. You said there was a rough week of practice, and then you come out against Poland. You guys were focused up and ready to go. Talk to me about last week of practice leading up to the game. What changed from one week to the next?
You know what? Exactly what we talked about. It's all about focus. And, the kids, we had to make decisions. We have a lot of talent on the team and a lot of great leaders. And, it was sort of drifting a little bit, and how we had to focus, get everything back together and make it more team-oriented instead of me-oriented. And the kids understand that. The kids see, unfortunately, the kids see me on Thursdays, and they see me on Saturdays. They see me on, Sundays, and we can't do that. We have to play as a team, or we can falter. And so we focused a lot on team, and the kids bought into it. They understood the direction, and they understand where they want to be.
Sure.
In the future, they understand the direction that they want to be in, be going in, and they bought in. They understood. They understood what wasn't going right and what needed to change, and they did it. It's all the kids. They understood that focus was very important, and they got it done.
Now, naturally, whenever you're thinking about kind of lining things up, you want to have your worst game, and that was Struthers so far, in the middle of the season, so you can kind of recreate the scenarios. You don't want it to be week 10 going into the playoffs. Yeah. So when you're looking at that, I don't want to say Poland wasn't ready, but I think they were anticipating that team from the week prior showing up. Those guys were locked in if I've ever seen it.
They were. I mean, the kids were, like I said, they had a great week of practice because they bought into what we were doing. They had a great week of practice. They understood what they had to do different, and they did it. I mean, they really did. They were focused. They understood. And even before we went out on the field, I said, I was proud of them. I'm proud of what they've done. I'm proud of how they decided to change the atmosphere, the character, the team, and in the right direction. And I said, the only unfortunate part is Poland's next. And they came out and played super, and I knew that they would. I knew that they were, because how they practiced. Yeah. I knew that they would be going in the right direction. And like I said, I'm very proud of them and very proud of the leaders, especially the seniors. They're the team. They're the leaders of the team, and they made those changes. And like I said, it's hard to change sometimes, but it was something that needed to be done. And like I said, I'm very proud of them.
Could you tell during the week kind of that they were a little bit more kind of locked in, that maybe what was a 5 the week before was a 9 or a 10? Can you tell that in practice?
Oh, you could tell. They could tell. They understood. I mean, I'm dealing with very intelligent kids, very good football players, kids that understand. We talked about, guess what? This is a lot of them played last year, and it was basically the same group of kids, and a couple different people here and there, but it was basically the same group, and how things were different and how things had to change. And like I said, this group, they understood. And they understood how it was getting away and how they had to change, make some changes. And you could tell after Monday's practice, after Saturday's practice, after we got through films, they understood because we could show it on film. It was very concrete. We showed them on film. We came back Monday, had a great practice on Monday. Tuesday was a great practice. Wednesday was a even better practice. And then Thursday, we got everything together and pulled everything together, finalized everything for Friday. And they were ready. And even the locker room was different on Friday pregame. They understood. And like I said, they saw it in practice. We all saw it in practice. And we obviously saw it on Friday night.
What was interesting to me is typically games like that, weeks like that, the coaching staff is absolutely exhausted. The kids look like they could have went out and played another game, but after the game, you were exhausted. How much does it take out of a coaching staff after a week like that?
You know what? It takes a lot, but luckily I surround myself with great coaches and great players, and the coaches did a great job. They understood what we had to do also, and they understood the direction we had to go in, and hats off to them. They made it work, and that's the key. You surround yourself with good people that have the same vision that you do, and we got it done, and they got it done, I should say. And like I said, it still comes down to the players.
Sure.
They have to buy into it. They have to understand what they have to do different and what had to change, and they made it happen.
From your perspective, stand on the sidelines, it wasn't just the first team, it was the second team. It was everybody put in. It looked like they had a chip on their shoulder. Who impressed you the most with the time that they got this week?
You know what? I'm not going to – it's hard to pick one group. We can easily say the offense.
Sure.
I mean, we can go with that group of people. The offense changed. They understood. And guess what? Here's the thing, too. After the Struthers game, we got together, and even after Saturday's practice, they understood. They know the expectations of this group, and they understand how they're supposed to practice, how they're supposed to handle themselves, and they knew it wasn't right. And they weren't happy with their performance neither. And so they came back, and we had, like I said, we had a great week of practice, and the offense against Poland was phenomenal.
Yep.
I mean, running the ball, blocking up front, catching the ball. I mean, just throwing the ball. Everything was close to being perfect, and we still have room to improve. Like, we want to improve every single week, but the offense did great. Against Struthers, our defensive front played very well, and against Poland, they played very well again, and the secondary played well also. And it's just, the defense is continuing to click. It still has a long way to go also, but they're going to be challenged this week. But I think offensively, that was the team that improved the most. And like I said, they had a chip on their shoulder because they wanted to prove people who they are. They wanted to show people who they are.
We're going to talk to him in just a little bit, but talk about your quarterback. I mean, mentally tough to be able to go from the week that he had at Struthers to only missing one completion against Poland, and does it with his legs as well. He's a young man that he went from Billy the Kid to Billy the Man overnight. Did you have to kind of have a conversation with him, or is he just say, hey, coach, it's on me, I'm going to take this?
Billy's hard on himself. We don't have to have a conversation with him. He understands. He knows the game. He really does. And he, like I said, he's very hard on himself. And he knew that he had to change. And, he knew that he made a couple decisions that, sometimes it wasn't even really a bad decision. He pushed himself a little bit harder. He pushed himself. I think I can get the ball in this little tight hole, and all of a sudden this little spot, or I can squeeze it in there. Well, Struthers is very athletic and very talented, and a very good team and very well coached. And guess what? They were there. And, some of it was, hats off to Struthers. I mean, they had a good game plan, and they played well. And like I said, they're very good, a very good team also. And they caused some of those turnovers. It wasn't Billy. It wasn't the fumbles. Some of it was them. And, like I said, hats off to them. But we knew we had to make those changes, and I didn't have to talk to Billy. I know Coach Allegretto and him had a couple long talks, and more about the little things that we can do different, and little things that make it easier on him also. And like I said, Billy's hard on himself. We don't have to push Billy.
I mean,
Billy's there.
I was super impressed by the decisiveness in Poland. It felt like he knew where the ball was going right off the snap. He had the reads down. Those couple passes to Aiden Leone were beautiful.
Spot on.
Could not have put it on a tee better than he did.
I agree 100%. And, even today in practice, we could throw up our huddle film. We had Billy was spot on again today. I don't even know if we threw an incompletion all practice with our offense. He was spot on again, and the kids were crisp. They look crisp. They look sharp. So yeah, it's good. I mean, I'm happy. We got some challenges ahead of us, obviously, with Gerard this week, but really happy with the kids, how focused they are right now, and how goal oriented. They have goals. They have things that they want to accomplish this year, and to do that, they know they have to do those little things right.
So we got your offensive, defensive line here. I mean, they're eating right now. We're taking care of that. Well, Legends is taking care of them. Thanks again, Rick.
Oh, thank you.
And
yes.
Jimmy, we appreciate it. But the thing that I mentioned, you're the line guy. You love the trenches. You love it uptight. Talk about how great this line, both sides of the ball, has been, and how it's dictated your 5-0 start.
You know what? I coach the defensive line. I'm very proud of those guys and how they've played. And again, it's not me. They're very talented. It's a talented group of kids and young men. I'm sorry, they're not kids. They're young men and very talented. we made some changes. We had some changes in the offseason. Jacob Zinni went to Boardman,
Yep.
with DJ, which can understand totally.
Yep.
I mean, wanted to be with his high school coach and
Sure.
coach with him and understand that totally. And, we were looking for offensive line coaches. And luckily, we were able to pull in Levi Taylor. What a great pickup for us. Graduated a few years ago, went to college in Utah, and came back home. And, he tore his knee up really bad his senior year. And why that happened, when that happened, we put him in charge of kids. Very, very smart young man, very good coach, understands the game. Very demanding on these kids, and they bought into him. And he was there in the weight room in the winter, got them going, understood. That was a huge pickup for us. And then picking up Coach Foster, picking up Tony, and what a great coach he is. And, things didn't work out, but, we always have an open door for coaches that coached with me before. And getting him back was huge also. And so all of a sudden, we have these two great line coaches and pushing these kids hard. And the offensive line has really been clicking. They really have.
Yes.
We were worried with Chris Colucci being the only returning starter coming back. But we played a lot of kids last year. A lot of those guys played and had some playing time, but they came back and worked hard in the offseason. They had a great winter in the weight room. And then all of a sudden, here they are. They're just playing them phenomenal. They really are. And like I said, it's always nice to have that center back, having Chris back, because from there you got a couple guards, couple tackles spread out from there, and you don't have to worry about the snap. We got the snap down and the count, and everybody else has to react off of him.
It's so good to see. I mean, there's youth, there's leadership, there's everything on the offensive and defensive front. And really, when people ask me what's the difference in South Range, it all starts up front on both sides.
No, it does. Yeah.
So let's talk about this Girard matchup. There's going to be a lot of lights. There's going to be a lot of cameras around. And naturally, this is the one that everybody's talking about. 2 5-0 teams really could dictate the league championship in week 6. Did you ever think you'd be talking about a league championship in week 6?
You don't. I mean,
Yeah.
We don't. No, we weren't talking about it earlier in the season. We knew Girard was going to be good this year.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they're loaded. They have a lot of skill. Their offensive line is playing very well also, and their defensive line's playing very well. They went. It's Coach Pearson does an awesome job. I mean, look at the runs he's had, and and again, we talk about my assistant coaches. His assistant coaches have been around for a while too. He lost Coach Doda, came to Boardman, but picked up another guy, and he's done a great job with their defense. And Coach Cochran, my goodness, it's Coach Cochran.
Sure.
I mean, and he does a great job calling their offense. And it's just it's week 6, and I can't believe it's week 6, first of all.
Yeah, I know.
And they just, they built their team around speed. They really did. 5 wide, spread them out, got a quarterback that can run. The Bagala boy, he just does a great job running their offense. He throws the ball well, runs the ball well. He gets flushed out of the pocket, and all of a sudden he's 20 yards downfield. And he's scary. He really is. And we know that we have to play our very best from the opening kickoff on, or they can beat us because they're that talented and that good. They're 5-0 for a reason.
Sure.
I mean, they're 5-0 for a really good reason. Defensively, just scary, some of the things they did. You watch their defense, you may only see a couple 50 numbers, and everybody else is single digits and 10s and 20s. And again, their whole defense is built around speed. How can they cover people? They'll man up on people. They'll run some zone. They'll give pressure from multiple locations. And they do a great job with what they're doing and how they're calling it. And it's going to be a challenge. I mean, our kids understand that. We talked about, this might be for a league title, but there's a lot of games to be played yet and a lot of good teams on our schedule yet. And we got to come out and play well. I mean, we got to come out and play with the attitude we did versus Poland, but we got to improve from Poland. We can't stay with just how we played against Poland. We got to improve ourselves. We got to get better because this team is a lot better.
Athletically, does Girard remind you of Struthers at all?
They do in certain locations, certain spots, but they're just it's very similar.
Gotcha. Okay.
With speed and everything else, but Girard has been playing at that level for a couple of years, and where Struthers is building a program. Coach Beck's done a great job at getting his program to that level where, Girard's been at that level. They've been to the state finals. They've been to that, at that elite location and playing at that elite level for a long time. They put a little dip, but then these kids are back and been back from last year, and they're playing really good football. And like I said, it's gonna be a war. It really is. It's gonna be a war for 48 minutes. And but I told the kids on Monday, I said, this is what we want.
Yeah.
You want to be in these situations. You want to be in these kind of games. You want to be playing for a league title, just like we did against Hubbard last year, week 10. You want to be in this situation. You got to strive for this moment and enjoy it, and let your level of play rise up to the occasion. And that's what we want of these players.
Is there anything that you can do or the staff can do to limit some of the distractions? I know especially when it's a kind of the game of the week coming in, they do, vignettes and stuff like that, and interview players and take players from frac. Is there anything you can do to just kind of keep them singular focused?
No, you got to enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
These are high school kids, and sometimes this will be the only moment they'll be in like this. And you got to enjoy it. You got to live the. My goodness, we're here at Legends. This great venue. You got parents here. You got kids in the back.
Are you as nervous as I am with people actually watching? When we do this,
from home,
nobody's watching.
My dog was. No, you got to live this moment.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. The things that teams don't get to experience this sometimes, and you got to enjoy being game of the week. You got to enjoy being on YSN. You got to enjoy being at places like this. We enjoy our Thursday family dinners with the mom feeds and everything else, and it just you got to soak in the moment, because sometimes you try to just don't be distracted by this, but my goodness, these are high school kids. Enjoy this, because some of them will never experience this kind of stuff again. And soak it in, enjoy it, love it, live it, and enjoy the meals, enjoy the food, and enjoy the moment. But you guys to get focused then come game time. Come Friday, then we'll start focusing and
lock it in. Right?
Lock it in. That's right.
We're getting some Go Raiders. First, we have from Melissa Scott Bryan, also Scott Valentine, and here's Sonia Skirpak also saying, "Thank you, Legends." Yes, absolutely.
Yes, thank you,
Legends. Coach, last question before we start going to the players. When you're at a place like this, an establishment, of course, with your lovely wife, what's the go-to for you? Are you like a sandwich guy, or are you like a pasta guy? What's the go-to?
You know what? I love pasta, but I love my wife's sauce. So
okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I just some.
Is
I
it
stay
a
away
sweeter
from.
sauce?
I don't know. She might stick her finger in and make it extra sweet. I don't know. But I just it's a. She's a great cook, and so when we go out to eat, I do like sandwiches. I like a good steak. I'm a steak guy, and steak and potatoes. I like that, and but I like sandwiches. There's just not a whole lot that I don't eat. That's the problem.
That's good.
Chicken. I like chicken. But I do stay away from pasta unless we're at a good Italian place. Then you go ahead and go with the pasta. And,
I can appreciate that.
Maybe some Alfredo sauce. I like some of that.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Because Kelly doesn't make Alfredo sauce, so therefore I'll get it there. But no, I'm not a picky eater. I was brought up to eat what's on my plate, and I still do that. I eat whatever Kelly makes because she's a great cook, and except for she wasn't able to make it, she said sorry.
That's okay. I understand.
I called her on the way here, and she's eating a bowl of cereal, so I don't, which is too bad. But no, I just. I'm a steak and potato guy. I'll eat that and day in and day out. I love it.
I'm with you, Coach Yeagley. Thank you as always. Good to see you back in the
so
flesh.
much.
I appreciate it.
Thanks
you so
much.
Go get some good food.
I will. I'm no hurry.
We're going to get Chris Colucci when we come back on the
Awesome.
South Rage Player Profile and Coach's Corner with Dan Yeagley. Back after this.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
All right, welcome back here to Legends Bar, Legends Food and Drink, I should say, in Boardman. We are joined. Fancy seeing you here, pal.
It's crazy. I'm happy you invited me.
Long time no see. Chris Colucci, the legend here for the South Range Raiders, the lone returner, if that makes sense,
Yep.
here for South Range. So when you're talking about it, Luch, what was some of the undertakings that maybe people don't know about that you had to kind of do as a leader of that line?
Just show what it's like to be a lineman, be a leader, be a good leader for the kids that are going to fill in for those 4 spots that we needed to fill in. Just being a true leader, being a senior, showing what I can do this year to be a leader.
You're the I mean, we talked about this for an hour. You're the emotional leader of the entire team. You're the guy when all the chips are down, you're the first voice that people hear. Where did you learn that? I know we talked about the leadership aspect. Where did you learn that? Is that mom?
See that lady right over there? Her side of the family.
I love it.
Yeah.
And you invited me so cordially. Thank you, by the way, for the after party, which was the most crazy thing I've ever seen. And he's Palestine boy, has never seen anything like that. When we talk about the Raider family, we're talking about everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have this beautiful home, and everybody comes over after all the games.
Mm-hmm.
What is it like for you to just kind of chill and like see everybody playing with your toys?
It's fun. We started it freshman year. We finished our basement my freshman year, and anyone can come. Anyone that's on the team that wants to come over, eat some pizza, swim in the pool after the August games because those games are hot. But we watch the highlights. Parents come over. It's really fun. We have a lot of fun with it, and still are gonna have a lot of fun with it as the season goes on, and playoffs too. It's gonna be sad when the last one comes. And
don't think about it yet, man.
I'm trying not to.
So, I mean, you and I talked before the season started. We profiled you, and we started talking about what could be. We're halfway home, man. Believe it or not, week 6. You guys, obviously, a huge game this week. Talk to me from a standpoint of kind of where you're at mentally. Like, you're halfway through your senior season. What's the process like in your head?
It's crazy. It came quick. I was sitting as a freshman thinking, like, I want to get out of here. I don't want to leave now. I want to go back to being that freshman, enjoying the high school experience. And it's all going by quick. And I've had a lot of fun with it. And I'm excited to see what's going to happen after high school. And I just want to take it slow. And it's crazy. It's already week 5. And before we know it, playoffs will be here.
I don't want to break any news. It's week 6.
I know. Oh, it's week 6.
It's welcome to week 6. He just got
I'm
here.
A week behind.
That's all right.
Well, it's week 6. It's already week 6.
This is why you're going to be a broadcaster, because you're ad-libbing. I love it.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Big game. Big game against Girard. I mean, I talked to Coach. I mean, you heard it. It's a scenario where not that the NEA is going to be won or lost because there's still 4 weeks to go, right? However, this is the biggest game you have to this point in the season.
Yeah, it's 5-0 versus 5-0. I mean, it brings me a lot to remember the Hubbard game last year. It's just that hype. A lot of people are talking about it, and just it's going to be a crazy game, and just some distractions that we don't need. We still have a hard schedule to play after Girard too. We still have Hubbard, Jefferson, Niles. Yeah, we have those 3 games after Girard.
And by the way, you make the playoffs.
Yeah,
you're already in.
Well, we'll worry about that when the time comes. Right now, we got Gerard.
That was your dad coming out of you right there. I can appreciate that. All right, let's talk about. I mean, that's Struther's game. That was a tough game. That was a hard-fought game, dude. In the locker room, what are you thinking? What are you feeling? What's going on in your head?
I remember we went in at halftime, and everyone was sitting down, and I said that this isn't Raider football. This isn't how we play Raider football, and this is just not how we're going to play the second half. We're going to go out there, we're going to stop them, and we're going to get the ball back, and we're going to score. That's what we did, and we executed good, and we won that game, which we should have won more, I think, but
you still won by 10. It's not like it was a 1-point game. You won by 10, and then the next week you go out in Poland, and anytime you can put up 200 yards on a team like Poland and the traditionally rich Poland Bulldogs, that's a good week. Does that feel good as an O lineman to put up 200 yards? I mean, that's got to feel better than 7 touchdowns. No offense, Mr. Skurpak, through the air. It's got to feel good as an offensive lineman to be pushing dudes around.
It was crazy. When we went in at halftime, it's the loudest I've ever heard our locker room. We were going crazy. We were screaming because that's just two polar opposite sides of how it was from last week compared to this week. We knew that we had a better week of practice. We were all focused, and we just played Raider football. And it was 20-something nothing at halftime, and everyone was loving it. Everyone had good vibes, and we were playing great. And that's what Raider football is all about. And it was like amazing.
One of the things that I loved about seeing you down on the sidelines is you were getting there and you were getting excited for the guys that were going in that don't usually get time and trying to mentor them a little bit. You were cheering for them. Talk to me about what that's like to be a leader on the sidelines as well as on the field.
That's just Raider football.
He's smiling, by the way. Coach is smiling every time you say Raider football. That's his trademark.
When I was a freshman and I got in that time, I remember Isaac Allegretto, Anthony Zapp, Michael Patrone. They were all going crazy when we were getting that playing time, and it's a culture, and that's what one day when the freshmen and sophomores now are seniors, they're going to be going crazy for those freshmen and sophomores getting in. So it's just to show them, hey, we're here for you. You guys cheered for us. We're going to cheer for you. We're not going to turn our backs to you when you guys are in. We're not going to play on the sideline.
We have quite the lineup that you put together, my friend, and that's why you're the YSN legend. Coming up now, I want to make sure that I get this right. So we got to find you. There we go. Here we go. It's Kyle is going to come.
Yes.
We're going to do a little kind of baton passing. Talk to me about Kyle and what he means to this team.
Kyle, he's a senior. He plays guard, and he's always been there. He's always been on varsity level. This year he finally got to be a varsity starter, and he's really proven this year that he can play. And me and Kyle have gotten along very good this year, and we have really brought this O-line together. And we played really good together, and we're always talking on the line, who we double team in, where we going. And Kyle's just a great leader. He's a quiet leader. I'm more of a vocal leader.
I was going to say.
Kyle's more of a quiet leader.
Two sides of the coin, the yin and the yang. Luch, appreciate you, brother.
Thank
As
you for having
always,
me on.
Fur, by the way. Fur.
Yes,
I call
Fur.
him Luch. You call him Fur.
P-H-E-R.
P-H-E-R.
Yes.
Thank you. Appreciate you. What are you eating, by the way?
Smash burger.
Is it good? It's killer.
We haven't gotten our food
You haven't
yet.
gotten it yet? All right,
No.
Go get it.
I am.
Go get it. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this on your Sports Network.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoney County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
As fine as the eye can see, the finest hardwoods from the finest trees. Made for your home and within your means, Baird Brothers will help fulfill your dreams. Let life and light come shining through in quiet morns. And heavy traffic, too. Find your easy-to-afford fine hardwood floors and doors and more at BairdBrothers.com.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
All right, from one senior to another, we go from Chris Colucci to Kyle Blau. Kyle, welcome. Now, I hear you're a quiet guy. You're going to be quiet on this interview?
I'll try not to be.
That a boy. See, that's a good start that we need. All right, a senior, talk to me about what the experience is like of being a Raider, wearing that burgundy and gold every Friday night.
It's just a great thing because, I go out there, I go and watch other games. I can see other teams play, and you could just tell it's just not the same. Like when I go out there and play Friday nights, you could just feel what Raider football is like, and you just don't see that type of energy from any other team that I could go watch and play.
No, what I can appreciate most about you is you and I are kind of the same body type. We're the same size. I was an O lineman, D lineman, and a kicker. So talk to me. I mean, you're always, as I was, you're always kind of up against guys that are bigger. Not necessarily stronger or more hard, but what is it like that for your psyche? When did you get over that and take that as almost a personal challenge on a weekly basis?
Yeah, well, I'm certainly not turning any heads when they see me on the roster.
Are you the first guy off the bus?
Yeah, they're not going to be too intimidated when they see my height and weight, but I just go out there. I got to play with good technique, good tenacity, and I just got to have more effort than the guy across me, and that usually gets the job done.
But South Range, I've been covering this team for 6 years. They're never the biggest, but they always have the biggest heart and the best strategy on their lines. What are you guys doing? I've seen offensive linemen take taekwondo. I've seen different things. What are you guys doing when you're not, smash mouth going head to head? That's giving you the advantage. Is it just the film study? What is it?
It's a lot of things. It just starts with great coaching. Coach Taylor, he's a great coach. He's been coaching us well this year. And like you said, just watching film, you got to know the opponent to be able to go against them well. And that's just what we usually do.
Do you ever go one-on-one with Coach Taylor or Coach Foster?
No.
You ever get that shot?
I'd probably lose.
Oh, come on. Have a little faith. Tony, you could probably take. Levi, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
See.
Being a part of this team, what does it mean to you?
As I said before, it's just great because this is one of the better programs around. Everybody can see that. And I'm honored to be a part of this team.
It's a tight-knit program.
Yeah.
You walked in here with all the guys and obviously the friends. Being a senior, do you want to play for all these guys but belong your side, or is it one of those things where you just get in you're in that psyche? But have you had a chance to kind of step back and realize that, hey, this is your last ride?
Yeah, most of us who've been a part of this team, we've been waiting for this year forever. Ever since like first grade or kindergarten, we've been waiting for our senior year, and it's finally here. And we just want to end it on a good note.
What's your favorite part about Friday nights?
Probably afterwards. Hopefully when we're winning, it's always fun celebrating with everybody.
Do you go to the Colucci house too?
No.
Nope.
I probably will start.
Are you a Taco Bell guy? Like, where do you go? What do you celebrate?
I usually just get a pizza and go home and watch film.
I love it. So you're already working. You sound a lot like that guy over there. Never not working, like Troy Polamalu, that you're on to the next game on Friday night. So what are you seeing from Girard that you're going to be up against?
We just know they're very athletic. They got a lot of skill guys out there playing on the edges. They got a lot of speed. They're going to use their athleticism against us, and we just have to match that. And as I said before, use better technique, and in order to block those fast guys.
Favorite class at South Range? What do you like to study?
Probably chemistry.
Chemistry. What do you want? This is going to be one of the last times anybody ever asks you this, so enjoy it. What do you want to do when you grow up?
Some in sports management.
Okay. I can appreciate that. Can you see yourself running a sports business? Like, I don't know, a sports streaming business at some point?
I don't know. I just want to stay in the sports realm, so we'll see where that takes me.
Sports management. I dig it, man. All right, so let's talk role models before I let you go. Who are the people on the field, off the field that you look up to most that have been there for you?
obviously my parents are one, just always supporting me in everything that I do. They give me the ability to do what I want to do. And on the field, I'd just say my teammates, we always push each other in order to be the best players we can.
Is there anything on your bucket list that you want to do before and I don't want to make it sound like it's like the end is near, but what do you want to do before you hang it up? Is there anything out there that you want to cross off your list?
Just keep winning.
Spoken like a true offensive lineman right there. Just keep winning. Appreciate it. Kyle, thank you very much. We appreciate you. And we will take a break. We'll be back with more Raiders right after this, live from Legends.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Flynn. Hi, this is Steve Versetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined 80 years of experience,
WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
Jimmy Sudman here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
Reliability, innovation, scale. These three values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Mill Creek Metro Parks is your park for all seasons. Make a memory in the park. Plan your visit today at millcreekmetroparks.org.
And welcome back to Legends here in Boardman. We are joined by another South Range big boy. It's Gus Valentine. Gus, first off, welcome to the show. First time we've ever done an interview together. Yep. You are enormous, my friend. You could take me down in no time. We were just talking with Kyle, like we were the undersized linemen. Yeah. Dude, if I saw you like sitting next to me in a lineman drill, I'm gonna go to the back of the line. You got it, brother. Yeah. Talk to me about what is it like for you to be a Raider? You're the starting right guard. You're the guy that kind of dictates everything. There's a lot of pulling, especially in this offense. You're moving around. What does it mean to you to wear the burgundy and gold?
It means a lot. My dad went to South Range, and I remember how he used to always talk about his team and how far he went, and it really means a lot. He told me a lot of stories, and now, growing up when I was a freshman to a sophomore, I looked up to guys like Jacob Brooks and Logan Cormell, and I try to fit myself into those guys, and now I'm here, so I'm blessed. So
when you're thinking about the opportunities that you were keeping focused on them, what are you trying to do as a leader, as an individual, that when guys are looking at you, that you kind of leave a piece of your legacy behind?
I'm just trying to play hard every, down, and I'm just trying to, lead by example every time, and just be a vocal leader also.
Was your dad a lineman as well?
Yeah, senior, he played tight end and linebacker, and through freshman through junior, he played guard. So,
okay, so it runs in the family.
Yeah, it does.
Are you excited about that? I mean, obviously, that's probably one of your role models. Yeah. So when you think about that, growing up being a Raider, what was it like to put on the uniform for the first time?
It was awesome. I didn't come here until the 8th grade.
Sure.
Yeah, and the first time I ever played for South Range, it really meant a lot. It was a new change, and I love playing for South Range. It's a great community. Everybody's great here.
So I'm going to ask you the same thing. What does it mean to you to be a Raider?
It means the world, honestly. I see all my cousins, my little brother, they all look up to me, and it's great, knowing that I can leave a legacy for, younger kids and below,
So naturally, you guys are playing Poland last week, right? I have a nice vantage point where I can look down. Do you ever turn around and kind of look back and see all these awesome people supporting you? The cowbells, I mean, everything, the burgundy and gold everywhere you look. I mean, do you ever take that in?
Of course I do. I have a big family, so I always look over there and I always see them and I always, wave at them. After a game, I always give them a big hug, and I'm just really happy to, see everybody support the team and what we're doing this year. It's just great.
I'll ask you the same thing I did with Luch. You guys were pushing around the Bulldogs all over the place on Friday night. He said it was like a party atmosphere at halftime.
Yeah.
There's two types of linemen out there.
Mm-hmm.
There's guys that love to run block and guys that love to pass block.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you living?
Well, I like to run block, but I specifically like to pull. I like to pull a lot. It's one of my specialties, and I just love, just running the ball. It's awesome.
So for those of you at home who don't understand, when a lineman pulls, it is the closest a lineman will ever get to carrying a football and running people over.
Yeah.
So when you're pulling, are you just looking for bodies?
I'm just looking for the closest guy near me, just trying to hit somebody.
And just annihilating them.
Just trying my hardest.
You're living your best. Your mom's sitting there like beaming right now. That's my boy knocking out somebody else.
Yeah.
I'm a fan, man. I love what you do. I love the way you do it. Let's talk about a little stuff off the field, Gus. Like, what do you want to do?
After high school, I'm planning on either learning a trade or going into the military. That's one of my.
Too unbelievable.
Yeah. That's what I really would like to do after high school.
All right. I wouldn't be doing my journalism job if I didn't ask you what trade and what branch.
Probably trade, maybe plumbing or electrician branch. I'm looking to the Army or Marines.
Well, we know some people, electricians. Joe Dickey Electric. Wink, wink, plug. Plumbers, I got nothing for you. Other than I got work for you whenever you get your plumber's license. But you want to be a Marine?
Yeah.
What is it? What's
awesome.
so special about being a Marine for you?
Just representing our country, and it's just a great thing. I'm very patriotic in who I am. It's just who I am.
You got the American flag on your phone, man. It doesn't get more patriotic than that. I dig it.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Role models. Take me through them, man.
My role models are for sure my dad, my grandpa, my grandpa, just my whole family, really. And probably I look up to football players like Quinn Nelson and David DeCastro. Those are.
Are you a Steeler fan?
Oh yeah, I love.
We just became best friends. Dude, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you so much. You're a legend here at Legends. Appreciate you. A round of applause for Gus Valentine. We'll take a break. Back right after this on YSN.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Flynn.
Hi, this is Steve Rossetto. Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined 80 years of experience,
WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists.
Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
Jimmy Sudman here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
Reliability, innovation, scale. These three values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Mill Creek Metro Parks is your park for all seasons. Make a memory in the park. Plan your visit today at millcreekmetroparks.org.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. This is one of my favorite things. Forget average, be legendary. We are joined by another legend of South Range, a senior, Caleb Agee, another lineman, just but it's like I told everybody during the break, linemen aren't supposed to talk, but you guys are talking. You're doing very well. Don't prove me wrong here.
Yeah,
I know you're nervous. You're all right. So let's talk about this team. I mean, being a senior on this team, what do you feel is your role? When you think about it, what's your role on this squad?
I think you just have to be a great leader and just let everyone know below you like what you're supposed to do, and like just teach everyone what like South Range football is in the Raider way and how we're supposed to act and the correct things to do at practice.
So who are some of the Raiders that you looked up to coming up the ranks?
Well, when I was a sophomore, I looked up a lot to like Jake Gearing and
it's a good one.
Like Michael Lally.
Yeah,
and
of course.
Of course, Logan Cormell and Jacob Brooks and even Bailey Ryan. He's in my grade, but I
was gonna say that's pretty cool
because he's a freshman playing varsity. I was like, oh, I thought that was such a cool thing.
Okay, so you got to help me out here because I've heard so much. I've seen him on the field, Bailey Ryan. Like, is he like the Loch Ness monster? Does he actually exist outside of that football field, or?
Believe it or not, he does. I mean,
he's a legend. Like literally, it's a legacy he's leaving. I've never met the kid in my life.
Well, if you meet him, you'd be surprised because on the football field, he has like this tough act, but in reality, he's just a big old teddy bear.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he going to like that you said that?
I don't know.
Gerard's not watching. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
What's been the best part of your, upbringing as a Raider? Like what's been some of the moments that you remember the fondest?
Just how everyone in the Raider family is, or the Raider team is just like a family, and how close everybody is. I feel like not too many teams have that type of bond as in the area.
No pressure, but to be under a coach like Dan Yeagley is an honor and a pleasure. I would assume everybody seems to like him. Okay, just a little bit. What's your favorite part about the head ball coach?
I really look up to him on how he keeps his temper and is just so kind to everybody. And he always approaches things in like a respectable manner. It's not like he's screaming his head off at you every 15 seconds. It's like, do this, and he's not going to yell at you to get things done.
He really doesn't. I mean, it's incredible the patience he has with the game of football, because you see it's almost like a military style sometimes of people just get down and do push-ups and run laps, stuff like. I'm sure he still punishes you guys, but not in the way that you feel disrespected. All right, so let's go off the field a little bit, man. What do you like to do off the football field?
I enjoy hanging out with my friends a lot. Right now in football season, I don't really have a lot of free time. I hang out with my friends and I work, but other than that, I'm not really doing too much.
Where do you work?
Dunkin' Donuts.
That's all right. It's pumpkin spice season, right?
Yeah, pumpkin spice season. Everyone loves their pumpkin.
So which one do you work at so we can get all the ladies coming out to your Dunkin' Donuts?
One in Canfield.
The one in Canfield, ladies. So if you're looking for Dunkin' Donuts with a smile and some pumpkin spice, you're going to the one in Canfield. What do you want to do?
I don't want to go to college. I'm hoping to go for some type of engineering. I'm not too sure exactly what yet, but
so that GPA is probably up there, huh?
It's okay, I think.
Engineering, you got to be smart unless you're engineering this like me. Like my 18 on my ACT didn't really cut it. So engineer. What intrigues you about being an engineer?
I don't know. I just know like I'm really good at math, and I've always liked to design stuff. And
are you guys all good at math because your football coach was your teacher? That's it.
Must be
incredible. It's a kudos to you, coach. Kudos to you. So let's talk about your role models, people you look up to. Who do you model your game after on Friday nights?
I don't know. That's a tough one.
Who do you like? Are you a Steeler fan?
A little bit.
How are you a little bit?
I don't know. I don't follow NFL that much.
College, Ohio State? Okay. So when you're playing, are you watching your position when you're watching a Buckeye game?
I'm going to be honest, not really.
Well, at least
sometimes
honest.
I'll look and see if they got a nice block, but watching the quarterback or the receivers and what's going on.
Are you a gamer? Are you good on the sticks?
Oh, yeah. Minecraft? That's my game.
Minecraft, not Madden, not any
Minecraft. Maybe a little bit 2K23.
You got an applause back there. Was that Colucci?
That was a Skirpack.
Oh, Skirpack. Skirpack's a Minecrafter?
Oh, he's a Minecrafter. He gets after it.
Oh, I know what we're talking about. I know what we're leading with. What's the coolest thing you've built on Minecraft?
I don't know. remember me and Billy had this one world. We like took out a whole mountain and like made it a house. It was pretty sweet.
I don't get you kids. I don't understand it, but I appreciate it. All right, role models off the field. Who are the people that have been there for you?
Well, I have a great like community around me, and a lot of my family members support me. I'd say growing up though, my dad and my grandpa, they've always I've looked up to them, and my aunt too. She's looking over there, so I had to make sure I said something also.
Dude, it's been an honor to get to know you. I appreciate you spending some time. Did you get food yet?
Oh yeah.
What are you eating?
Legend Burger.
Is it good?
It's great.
It's legendary. You gotta look in there. Look in that camera and say it's legendary.
It's legendary.
There it is. He's NIL ready. Caleb Agee, thank you so much. We will step aside and introduce you to another Raider here in just a moment on YSN. Back after this.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
All right, welcome back to Legends here in Boardman, ladies and gentlemen, for the inaugural live edition of the Player Profile and Coaches Corner with Dan Yeagley. Special thanks to, again, Rick Fried for really taking care of us, taking care of the boys, making sure they're fed, making sure Coach is fed, and really being really hospitable. So thank you again, Rick. We appreciate you so much. And he's the kind of owner that I love because he's the kind of guy that busts the tables. He's a guy that doesn't care what it takes to get it done. He gets it done. Speaking of people who are not afraid to get it done, Ryan Bartholomew, the next legend here on YSN for South Range. Young man, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So we know that you guys are a little bit nervous. I'm nervous because, like I said earlier, I'm not used to having all these eyes on us. I'm used to the guy being behind everybody and announcing for you. What's your favorite part about being a South Range Raider?
I'd have to say game day.
Game day?
Yeah.
What about game day?
Just the atmosphere and just getting ready to play.
You guys are the first ones with a real hype video on Friday.
Yeah.
And you got the tunnel now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's help me out. Who's the tunnel sponsored by, or who bought it? The Boosters. So send the Little Raiders. So thank you to them for that, because that is cool. The smoke comes out, and I'm not going to lie to you, I get a little giddy. The goose pimples come out. I can only imagine what you guys are going through in that tunnel for the first time as Raiders to ever do that.
Yeah.
What do you what's going through your mind when you're standing? You guys are probably towards the front of the line, right?
Yeah.
What do you you're looking out and you just see literally tunnel vision. What's going on in your head?
I'm just thinking to myself, I'm just ready to play.
The preparation that you guys go through on a regular basis. I mean, there's players and then there's teams that go through a lot. You guys are constantly just digesting film. How do you learn to just watch film? It sounds like an easy question, but it's kind of crazy because you you're watching different than your parents or anybody, any one of us would watch. You're watching for you. You're watching what your teammates are doing. You're watching the end of the play. You're watching throughout. Who taught you how to do that?
I'd have to say just the coaches. It goes back to them. It's just been intricated into our daily practice, and it just becomes part of the daily routine.
So you're wearing this NE8 champion T-shirt. Obviously, there's a lot of pride whenever you guys win the NE8.
Yes.
You haven't lost it yet.
Nope.
So it's one of those situations where when you guys are looking to repeat, do you feel like it's just, that much notched up even further from a standpoint of everybody wants to get their hands on you?
I mean, yeah, without a doubt.
But you wouldn't know. I guess you wouldn't know what it's like to be second place at this point, right?
No.
Not trying to make any jabs or anything, but second place isn't for the Raiders at this point.
That's true.
You guys haven't You guys haven't lost, have you? Since you won the Burgundy and Gold, or were you a freshman whenever you played
I was a
Niles?
freshman, yeah.
So to have this streak, does anybody ever talk about it? Like when you guys are watching film or you're talking amongst yourself, does it come out? Is it like the boogeyman? Do you not speak of it?
Yeah, we don't really talk about it.
I can appreciate that. Take me through your daily routine. It's a daily routine for you on game day. Take me from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed.
All right. So, first thing I do, I wake up and I get ready for the day.
It's a good start.
And then I go to school, go through school, get out of school, and then go to the weight room to get ready to play.
Are you one of those early guys that you get to the weight room early? Like you get out of school early?
No.
Okay, so you're like on time. You get out. Everybody's already there. The tunes are already pumping. Who's rocking the tunes?
Ooh. It's a couple different people. Who normally Aiden Leon. He has
Naturally.
Yeah.
So, do you ever want to get your hands on the tunes and say,
Not
"Hey,
really.
What do you listen to?"
I listen to a lot of rap.
Okay. Who's the go-to?
I don't know.
I was gonna say guaranteed. I don't know it because I've been Snoop Dogg is about my extent anymore, and then anything after that, I'm like, I don't know who that is.
I guess Polo G's up there.
Okay.
21 Savage.
Okay. What's the soundtrack of Ryan Bartholomew's life?
Ooh. I don't really know.
Okay.
To be honest.
It's okay. It's okay. You're a little nervous. I'm a little nervous. We're gonna be all right. I promise I won't bite. From a standpoint of class, man, it must make you really proud to walk those halls every day, and get a great education that you can get at South Range. Who's your favorite teacher?
Well, I actually go to the Career Center.
Okay.
So, I'd have to say my welding teacher.
Do you weld?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so is that what you're gonna go into?
Yeah.
So, how do you get started with that? Do they just give you a blowtorch and say go?
I mean, it starts off. Last year we started off, and it's just kind of like a whole bunch of safety stuff, and then we finally get into lab, and then we just kind of practice with welding with stick.
So what's the coolest thing you've welded so far?
We don't really do a lot of I guess big projects. It's more like little projects for practice.
Okay.
But we did make a statue.
A statue?
Yeah, we helped make a statue.
How big?
I don't know, 8 foot tall.
That's pretty tall.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 5'4", so it's tall enough for me. From a standpoint of what things you would want to work on when you get your welding degree, what would you want to work on? Like bikes or cars or?
I don't really have anything in mind.
Whatever pays, right?
Yeah, whatever pays.
I like that. Who's some of the guys that you look up to most on this team?
I'd have to say Billy Skirpak.
Why?
A big one. He's just a longtime friend, and I really respect him, and he knows when to, I guess, cut on into game time
and I heard he's pretty good at Minecraft.
Oh yeah. Minecraft guy.
Are you a gamer as well?
A little bit.
Okay. Are you a Minecraft guy?
Sometimes.
Okay. So what's the game your go-to? Like if they say, hey, you got the sticks, we can play whatever you want. What are you playing?
Rainbow Six Siege.
Okay. I can speak that language. Are you an online guy?
Yeah.
Okay. I will never look you up because you will kill me 99 times out of 99. Who's your role models, bud?
I'd have to say my mom is a big one.
Why is that?
She's just always been there for me, and she's really important in my life, and she always wants the best for me.
Very cool, man. Well, thank you for the time, and I look forward to talking to you again. Good luck on Friday, my friend.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bartholomew, thank you so much. We will take a break back after this on your sports network.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoney County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
As fine as the eye can see, the finest hardwoods from the finest trees. Made for your home and within your means, Baird Brothers will help fulfill your dreams. Let life and light come shining through in quiet morns. And heavy traffic, too. Find your easy-to-afford fine hardwood floors and doors and more at BairdBrothers.com.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Legends here in Boardman. I am joined by a guy that needs no introduction, but he's going to get one anyway. The QB1, the Minecraft one, the legend himself, the guy who, well, you adopted the name Billy the Kid, and now you are Billy the Man after last week, man. You absolutely tore it up. Talk to me about Billy Skirpak, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Billy Skirpak. So let's talk first off. I mean, a tough night in Struthers.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
The mental capacity, I mean, just to be mentally tough, to be able to get past that. I mean, there's some quarterbacks that we've seen just kind of fall off the cliff from there. You, my friend, stepped up in the biggest way possible. You were more decisive than I've ever seen you.
Yeah, well, when you have a bad night like that, and when you've been playing quarterback for as long as I have, you kind of know that like bad nights are going to happen. But the only way that you can like kind of get back from that is having a game like Poland, like last Friday. So, I mean, it was just extra motivation to do well that week.
Like, what were you thinking going into the Poland game? Like, you looked confident as all get out. And I was so proud of you because at 18, right?
18.
You're 18. Most people don't have that maturity to just, turn the page. And you did.
Well, I mean, I really didn't have any other choice.
That's
I
true.
can't just, let down the team because I had one bad week, It meant a lot to me to bounce back. I was running with a little extra steam. I was pretty mad because of the week before, and I was just trying to be decisive and make the right reads.
You put your shoulder down a couple of times. You look like Jerome Bettis, man. You were just plowing over people. I mean, if we would have put you out there in the winter, we would have had to put chains on you. You were plowing over so much.
Yeah, I'm not small, so.
I love it. All right, let's talk about this team. This is a special team. And people, what's funny to me is I had a man text me this week and say, give me a battle between the 22 Raiders and the 21 Raiders. Who wins that game?
Well, you can't compare the teams because there's so many different traits, so many different personalities, you know what I mean? And, everybody improved from last year, especially the juniors in my class. So, I mean, I wouldn't compare them in any way, but I'd say that both teams are pretty darn good.
I was just going to ask you. I mean, you're the guy. You're the QB for both of those teams, so you're sitting there probably gleaming a little bit.
Yeah, it's been a fun ride so far.
So we've interviewed all your linemen. So talk to me about how much fun it is to have those guys in front of you.
I mean, to have my friends and the people that are in the same class as me to be up there blocking in front of me. Chris has been as a 3-year starter, and then my guards, my tackles have they had some of the best winners that I've ever seen, and Coach Yeagley will probably agree with me. They're in there constantly working their butts off, and the first game of Springfield, when they come out and when they dominate like that, it's pretty clear that hard work pays off. You know what I mean? And it's a pleasure to be behind them and throw behind them and run behind them.
I know we're talking about football, but you're a multi-sport athlete, man. How do you keep it together at such a high level throughout the entire year?
Oh, it's tough at times. It's really tough at times. I'm on a 2-week road trip traveling to Indianapolis and Georgia, and then I go straight into doubles. And you certainly have to have some mental strength for that, but I kind of have to sit back sometimes and just say, it's a blessing for me to keep doing this and do what I love.
So when coaches come knocking at the door, and inevitably they already have, and they say, hey, we want you to play football, and this coach says, hey, we want you to play baseball, like, how do you, is that conversation with your parents? Is that just kind of meditating on that? How do you
it's really tough. I am leaning towards baseball, but anything can happen. And I kind of have to sit down every week with myself and with my parents and just be like, what are you doing for the rest of your life? And I'm like, I don't know yet. So I'm kind of just riding the wave, and I feel like if the opportunity approaches and that's what I want to do, then that's what I'll do.
Do you ever consult any of your former teammates that are playing, like Jake or anybody?
Oh yeah,
like that?
I've talked to Jake about baseball recruiting. I've talked to Coach Allegretto about football recruiting and Coach Yeagley about football recruiting. And it's just a blessing to have that opportunity in the first place. To get reached out by these coaches and them recognize my talent. So it's really cool.
So when you lay your head down on the pillow at night and you go back on all the things that you've done, like last year was a record-breaking season for you. What's left for you to check off that box? What do you think about?
Obviously moving forward, you want to do really well in the playoffs. I think any quarterback, when you've been starting as long, not too long, but if you played as many games as I have, you want to look forward to, regionals and then eventually states, but you still got to take it game by game. But for me personally, I just try to win every game that I play in each week. You know what I mean? I don't look forward to ahead, and just do your job that week.
What's cool is that you started your junior year and now senior year. Now when you move on, there will be another quarterback that looks like he's going to start junior and senior in Tristan Toy. What kind of things do you talk to him about as trying to kind of give some of your advice to him moving forward?
Well, we're certainly different. He's like even more athletic than me, and he's a little skinnier than me. But
he says beef up. That's what he's telling you, Tristan.
Yeah, get bigger, hit the weight room. But I try to explain to him and even the younger quarterbacks, like in the freshman class, what I'm thinking at times. If we sit down next to each other during film sessions, I'll explain to him what I did and why I did it, and when they go in in the fourth quarter, sometimes if we're up big, or during practice towards the end of it, I'll explain to him what would I would do if I was in your situation based off the defense.
When does all this become surreal to you? You're living a dream. You're the quarterback of one of the best teams in the area. You have been for 2 years, and you're getting a lot of notoriety, but you consistently push it towards your teammates. When does this all become pinch me moments?
Well, one of the pinch me moments is right now. It's a blessing to even be here and spend the few minutes that I have in this with you.
At Legends.
At Legends. But the most surreal part is just running out onto the field and hearing, 1,000 people scream when you go out there. And it's just a blessing to do it as long as I have, and as successful as our team has been. It's just really cool.
Dude, I know how much your parents mean to you, your family means to you. You talk about it a little bit. Why are they so special, and what have they been able to provide you that has given you these opportunities?
For my dad, he's always coached me growing up, especially with baseball, but they've been great role models, and they've done things the right way,
yeah.
And I just kind of strive myself after that.
I love it, man. QB1, we appreciate you. We love you. Thank you for
Thank
stopping
you.
by. We appreciate you. Billy Skirpak, everybody. We'll be back with one more interview, a very important one. JD Krause, when we return here on YSN.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun, it all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, Over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsuranceSolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Our final interview tonight will be the guy, one of my favorite dudes to watch on defense. And let me tell you what, dude, they're using you on offense now, which is even more fun to watch because when you see 20 roll down the field, at least from my perspective, you are 20. So J.D. Krause, ladies and gentlemen. J.D. Krause joins us here at Legends here in Boardman. Dude, when you hit somebody, it's like you're angry at their ancestors. Talk to me about what goes into that.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of like on the field, I just kind of like bring everything that's going on off the field. I kind of bring all my anger into it. And I mean, football, you just legally get to like abuse someone. So that's what I do. I try my best to hit them as hard as I can. So, I mean, sometimes I want to like lift them up and slam them, which I almost did against Struthers, but someone hit me, so I dropped them. But it's whatever.
So later in this interview, when I ask you what you want to do, are you just going to say professional wrestler or what?
Probably. I mean, I like to box, though.
All right. Well, we are not going to make you mad. All right. I come in peace, brother. I'm on your side. JD, the last time that we got together, you were on the sticks against, do you remember his name? I can't.
Nick Bowser.
Nick Bowser. Thank you very much, from Hubbard. And it got over 10,000 views of people watching you play football on a video game. But you were the first one that said, yeah, I'm in. Let's go. Let's do this. Mm-hmm. What was like when you get on the sticks against like your teammates? Are you as aggressive, like angry, like Hulk, as you are like when you put the helmet on?
Yeah, I usually quit because I mean I'm not the best Madden player, but I try my best, and they're usually all better than me. So I usually just rage quit, throw the controller sometimes. But I haven't played Xbox in a while. So
what's the game that you like to play most?
I mean I don't really play Xbox anymore, but I like Candy Crush on my phone. I just started getting into that.
Fair enough. Candy Crush. I like it, man. That's awesome. Let's talk about this team. You guys are a very special unit, and everybody seems to just love you. I feel like you're like the protector. Like if you guys were the Avengers, you're 100% Thor because like you got the blonde locks flowing everywhere. And dude, when you take that field, you bring the lightning. What's your role on this team?
I'd say I'm a leader. I might not be like the most leader, but I'd say I kind of like hold the team together. I feel like if our team is like in need of something, I'm able to step up and be that guy. Like against Struthers, I felt like I really was like able to step up and like give our team a push. And I just kind of like try and like I help my brother out a lot because I could see him following in my footsteps a lot. He's probably going to be bigger than me, but
oh my goodness, where's he at? I just want to make sure I stay away from him. All right, got him locked in. You want to give him a shout out?
Heath Krause, tight end on the come up. Just wait.
He's coming. He's coming, ladies and gentlemen. Since you're a two-way starter, I mean, you catch a ball and you still punish people. You put you literally look for people to hit when you're on offense. And defense, obviously, we know what you do. You do what you do. You're a sacktacular player. What is your preference? Do you want to be offense or defense?
You see, I don't know. I mean, last year I really enjoyed offense a
Yeah.
lot more, but this year, defense is fun. I've been having a lot of fun on defense this year. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of stuck in between, but I guess I'll just do them both for now.
We just interviewed Billy. In practice, do you have to hold up on Billy, or you just give him a little nudge?
We have to hold up on the QB.
Do you ever want to hit Billy?
No, not Billy.
There we go. Okay, see, you got a friend, Billy, the QB one. All right, let's talk you off the field. What do you want to do? This is weird saying this, being 5'4". What do you want to do when you grow up?
I haven't decided yet. You know,
That's
I've been
fair
thinking
enough.
of a couple things. I've been thinking about majoring in sports management in
Okay.
college, or I was thinking maybe business or something like that. But I mean, I feel like I still have a lot of time. I mean, I really don't have a lot of time, but
You do, man. Listen, for anybody to make up what they're going to do the rest of their life at 18, it just doesn't happen. So enjoy the ride, what you got going on right now, and just do what you want to do. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's one of those things. Colleges. Do you want to play in college?
yeah, I want to play football in college. I haven't quite decided if I want to play defense or offense yet, but I guess I'll just kind of go with the flow. You know, see what coaches like want from me, and that's what I'll do.
What are coaches telling you at this point?
I mean, I just had one coach tell me the other night that he could see me starting on both sides of the ball in college, but if that's what they want me to do, that's what I'll do.
Best of both worlds, man.
Yeah.
I got it. I love it. Did he say anything about how you just abuse people like in your path? Like you just leave people in your wake?
I mean, yeah, he said he likes my physicality, and yeah.
So is this like D3, D2, D? Like what is it?
That coach was a D3 coach.
That's fair enough, man. Listen, D3 forever. I'll rep it. Your influences. Talk about your heroes, your role models, the people that you care about most because they've cared about you this entire way.
Well, I really play for my grandpa when I'm on the field. You know, he was a South Range legend back in the day, and he really like pushes me to be the best man I can be. And I really play for my parents. I love my parents so much. And then my brothers, you know, I know that my brothers look up to me a ton, so I try and be the best man I can. You know, I try and like make plays for them really. So, you know, they're like, oh yeah, that's my brother to their friends when they hear me on the loudspeaker.
What when you want people to think of you in one word whenever you leave, what is that word?
I'm not too sure. Maybe on the field aggressive, I guess.
Fair enough. Off the field?
Strange, I guess.
Very good, my friend. JD Krause, listen, if you've never seen a South Range game, you need to watch 20 wherever he's at on the field. My friend, you're one of my favorites. Thank you very much. That's going to wrap things up here from Legends. We will be here next Tuesday at 7:30. Thanks to Dan Yeagley and the entire South Range community for making this possible. Thank you and good night.